Not everyone will present research papers, but we all must learn to concisely and incisively communicate relevant evidence within our work settings. We can do it at the end. Not everyone will be inclined to critically evaluate each and every new study, but we all must know how to access vetted and respected evidence-based reviews. And not everyone will possess mind lines filled to the brim with scientific details, but we all must have at least one mind line dedicated to scientific evidence pertinent to our area of practice. It's really not the end of the list, but that's cool, you know? Whatever. I'm sort of glad because now I get to say something to the students because you were the last on the list. So not every student will have a passion for science, but every educational program's curriculum must groom evidence-based practitioners. When you return home after conference, how will you strengthen your scientific evidence mind line? How will you better weave it into your practice? How will your curriculum enhance the evidence-based focus? Students, how will you better integrate evidence into your education? And how will all of you transform yourself, if you have not already done so, into a clinician or practitioner who sees him or herself as evidence-based? The good news is that AOTA is providing resources to support your own transformation. Interdisciplinary literature reviews, practice guidelines, the AOTA website's evidence-based practice pages, publications such as OT Practice in the American Journal of Occupational Therapy, and the newly launched Evidence Exchange repository. Access these tools. The attitude of empowerment, the HD, will be fueled by the 3D. Our ability to generate research of consequence, secure NIH funding, integrate evidence into everyday practice, and internalize our identities as evidence-based practitioners. With one eye on attitude and the other on evidence, occupational therapy in HD 3D creates a cohesive picture of high-powered, scientifically credible occupational therapy in the 21st century. My great hope is that you leave this conference with a three-dimensional view of yourself as both empowered and evidence-based, ready to meet every challenge on your Centennial Vision journey. And each of you is on your own Centennial Vision journey, meeting your challenges. Armed with evidence and attitude, you will have many victories. When we launched the Centennial Vision 7 years ago, our profession set out on a hero quest. We departed from our customary ways of being, thinking, and doing. I even remember in the earliest years when we first announced the vision, I heard people say, oh, here comes another strategic plan. Oh, we've had those before. And nobody really wanted to pay attention to it. And I remember others who challenged us. The state associations challenged me personally to define the words in the vision and justify why they were there. And that challenge clarified my own thinking on the vision statement. And since I'm so grateful to the state association presidents for having put that challenge before me. And now none of us would say that the Centennial Vision was just another AOTA strategic plan. Look what we were able to do. We departed from our customary ways of being, thinking, and doing. We have been charged to tap into a new attitude and now to capitalize upon and strengthen our scientific evidence base. There have been challenges that tested us, and make no mistake, more lie ahead. But heroes are not simply born. They are forged through every test they face. Every individual and collective victory transforms us into who we were meant to become. When we reach 2017 and can reflect upon these 12 years of dedication to the Centennial Vision, we will have the satisfaction of knowing that our journey in these years of service to our profession and to our consumers has indeed been heroic. I know that discussing the structure of myths and the hero's journey may seem at odds with my call for OT in HD 3D, which emphasizes a commitment to scientific research and evidence-based practice. The arts and humanities traditionally sit at polar opposite of the natural sciences. But no profession embraces both the sciences and the arts quite like occupational therapy. If our own hero's journey was adapted for the big screen, it would certainly be playing in high definition 3 dimension. The scenes in which we perform, research laboratories, administrative suites, the hospital or clinic room, the school playground, skilled nursing facilities, out in the community, in classrooms and lecture halls, would certainly be jumping off the screen in 3 dimensions. Our journey to the Centennial Vision concludes in 5 short years. In the shrinking window between now and 2017, promoting OT in HD 3D will help us sustain and increase the momentum we have gained so far. Occupational therapy in high definition 3 dimension recognizes that our radiance, clarity, and complexity are only as good as the authority that comes from a solid grounding in scientific evidence. We must continue to generate the database knowledge that demonstrates our efficacy and effectiveness. And we must continue to implement that knowledge in practice for the benefit of our patients and clients, the ones for whom occupational therapy matters most. In many ways, we have come so far in our journey, and in other ways, there are challenges that lie on the horizon. Putting occupational therapy in high definition 3 dimension will help us pursue and achieve many professional victories in these years. Let's stand firm, stay united with passion, and harness the attitude of empowerment with the credibility of scientific evidence, and together we will heroically reach our